You know, the crowd got to entertain themselves while Gambit came up with a new way to approach this draft. It feels more aggressive, it feels nicer, but again, as Blitz was saying, this feels like a really good anti-mage game as well, Kyle.
Yeah, it felt like Secret was playing with Gambit last game like that crowd was the balloon. Unfortunately, I'm not sure it's looking much better for the CIS side. That AM last pick, as Blitz said, it's a free game. You've got the global map mobility settled on Secret. You've got superior team fight. If Gambit are going to win this game, they've got to outplay from jump. They've got to get these towers. They need to apply pressure.
Yep. But at least they have some heroes which are able to apply that kind of presence. Like moving around on the map on the ES, this is a better opportunity for them. Lone Druid having something inside the draft also, like something inside the lane also feels a lot nicer. Maybe they can get some momentum onto Afo when he can do something with his Storm Spirit. I'm not saying it's not going to be a hard road, but at least Gambit can beat Gambit. And that makes me happier than Game 1, because Game 1 was not a happy place to be.
Indeed.
All right, let's get it started. It's an aggressive tri lane coming in from Gambit, at least at the start. Something you want to do. Obviously, ES and Darkseer are a great combination for applying that early pressure, being able to layer the Iron Shell burn.
It's very important. Downside of this tri lane is that you're going to have Nisha's AM with Puppey behind him. Free Mango build. He's just going to spam heal onto Nisha. We'll have no problem tanking the Ion Shell damage. YapzOr, I love this move. Just the little intricacies that Secret pull off. He's actually denying from the safe lane because they expect the aggro tri lane. These little things that Secret almost always do, that it adds up throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, means Gambit can't play Gambit's kind of road. Like, how is Darkseer meant to be useful if you can't find that early farm, if you can't get the early mech up? Instead, you have to turn into a lane aggression. And already, man, Nisha, I love this. He's actually moved up to take the other bounty rune, and he gets it as well. He's going to skill blink and move back down the lane.
Yep.
It would have been more worth it if they're able to get more than 2 of the bounty runes, but it's still going to be a 2-for-2 trade.
The same story. You're going to have YapzOr in the jungle, for now uncontested. Yeah, sure, it's a 2-on-3 bottom. Maybe you'll kill Puppey a couple times, but Nisha, he's just focusing on last hitting this entire
Puppey can do some damage. YapzOr sends some of the conversions down here. If Nisha can body block up, or Puppey wants to get in there, he went miscall to begin with, so they're trying to chip away at FNG, but this means they can rolling boulder in. There's no shield available, and this will be Puppey going down. He does heavy damage to FNG, but the conversions time out, so they can't finish the job that Puppey began.
Yeah, and now Puppey just he's right back to bottom lane. So sure, you killed him off, but think about the amount of regen expended. It was a Salva Tango and a Clarity for FNG just to go back top.
God, he's actually, Darkseer is having real issues. Even with the Iron Shell, that's not going to work.
That teleport, might have to use it. He's...
Yeah, if he takes the damage from the 2 creep waves, even with Immersion helping out, he's going to rolling boulder in. They do have a little bit more burn on the Iron Shell. Puppey took at the miscall, mistimed it, however, and Immersion will take a second kill. Or drew for first blood, sorry, down this bottom lane.
That's big. You know, if there's a player that can win this game for Gambit, it's going to be Immersion. We saw his performance yesterday. He'll need something similar on this Earth Spirit. He's the real lockdown for Anti-Mage. That roll, the silence, pre-Manta, he's the only true lockdown. Sure, you've got a Lion, but remember that counter spell can reflect everything he throws out. Plus, there's a Purge, always available thanks to Puppey.
I don't think we're ever going to get to watch the lane itself. We'll forever just watch Puppey playing up against Immersion. So he denied himself the first time. He got the kill the second time around. Now Immersion was a rolling boulder out. Puppey blocks it. One more attack will do it. Does he get it from the Satyr? No, Puppey is able to claim his second.
But the whole time you have a free farm Anti-Mage getting solo experience. Not only is he the win condition for Secret, but he's having the best game. And then in top jungle, it's YapzOr consistently just denying a creep from top and farming jungle with no one in sight. This is the dream for Secret.
Yep. This is exactly what we were talking about during the drafting phase. Like, you had to stop YapzOr from doing this. Purge was highlighting it earlier today about how much of an easy game he's got. But what do you do when your Darkseer continue to die to a level 1 Abaddon? Like, the second you sack the second creep wave, here we go again. Like, Immersion's moving over into the lane to try and have a presence, but it's just this never-ending miscoil spam. And even if you think you can get the kill, but tanking through the creep wave, another miscall, one more will do it. Puppey's got it in a second now. Immersion rolling boulders in. Immersion will kick him down. And they'll find the kill at least as a rebuttal. And then in mid, Storm Spirit. Hit 1, FNG, can't get close enough. He's actually getting body blocked out by the Ember Spirit Illusions. So we couldn't get close enough to mid one.
And remember, even though Secret are falling behind in the mid and bottom lane, they have that YapzOr jungle. He represents like this fourth lane that Secret is exploiting. And Gambit is not. Puppey in a lot of trouble again. Looking
He's waiting.
deny.
He's waiting for it. He doesn't want to burn him down with the Iron Shell.
Oh,
He actually did get him. Puppey trying to play with the deny mechanic.
Now they're going to die. The offensive lift here.
Nice rolling boulder. Man, Gambit's really trying to get in the midst of this. Vortexing back mid one, and they'll get the kill this time around. No body blocking on FNG.
This is what you got to keep doing if you're Gambit. Aggression at all times. These supports, if they can get levels on these early kills, they will be a force in the game. The Storm versus AM and Ember relationship is very much predicated on Offlane being ahead if he wants to stay in this game. You're always susceptible, you know, if you burn your mana, get caught sleeping just once, a timely mana void from Nisha could end your life.
And this is so fun when Zai can use a boar to pull to the lane, then YapzOr can deny, and then he's back into his jungle farming at the 4-minute mark. I don't think it can be said anywhere near enough, just the great synergy between Zai and YapzOr as this off-lane dominating duo.
They certainly complement one another. I don't think that either has looked this good, like ever, in their careers. And a lot of that's just because maybe they never had that perfect partner.
Yeah, never able to actually have this level of synergy. Like, it was always two standards, like, you're a 4, I'm a 3. Now it's like, no, we're both 3 and we're okay with it.
Yep.
Like, I don't need my farm if I have you.
Dude, and look at Puppey. He's still just 1v2ing these two supports, just annoying them. He's traded his life away, sure, made some mistakes, but you check out bottom lane.
Nisha is getting all the experience. He's getting all the farm as well.
Yep.
He's second in the network. Yeah, let's not send the courier directly over the top of that lane, but Puppey, here's your rolling boulder. This time around, like, they get the kill.
And it's just, the thing is, he is keeping the Earth Spirit bottom, right? It's...
They actually get he gets the money for this. Remember also they changed the 20 to 40 seconds. YapzOr's moved over, and yep, Puppey, he's never really dead. He is playing, well, one of the undead characters in the game. A quick surge away. Doesn't have high levels on this, however. It's a level 2 surge, and Puppey, he ain't giving up the chase. He's got boots. He's got the better movement speed than the Darkseer. He'll chase him around the trees and jukes him off to the side. Puppey! He's playing blind in the dark. Mid one will die in the meantime over in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's huge. Nice rotation from Immersion. And look at the Storm. Already off to a 6 start here. Mid one going for the max slight build. Not ideal in the laning phase against a Storm, but at the same time, he will be able to rotate a bit earlier, do a ton of damage in the mid-game team fights. But so far, punished hard by the dual spirit rotations. Yep. All 3 spirits, actually.
Nice dire observe ward now down by Gambit, so yep, come on out. Immersion. The ball's already scaring FNG away. They've actually put down, look at, what is this? We actually have ourselves the Bermuda Triangle here on the north.
It's necessary though. You want to try and control this jungle. Don't let YapzOr just free farm. You gave him a couple of minutes, but now it's time to apply pressure. Both these supports a bit over leveled, and they're coming in.
Yeah, they are. Zai, a perfect FNG, sorry, with a double stun. Immersion will follow up. They just want YapzOr, then they'll turn their attention over to Zai. He's hexed up for the moment. The conversion's doing some decent damage into the heart, but not enough. But they're in deep, Gambit. Puppey, the counter to a dual roam. Means Gambit will fall back.
So far, so good. Gambit definitely ahead. Feeling good. They've got a ton of lockdown on supports, as we've said. And the Lone Druid, one of the better matchups against Anti-Mage, in all honesty. It's just a question of whether he hits that timing fast enough. Nisha is, of course, still completely free farming bottom lane. TP from the Darkseer towards top now. I think they're going to rotate lanes. I like this decision quite a bit. You have an over-leveled Lone Druid with Mask of Madness Blightstone already up on Bear. This is not a hero you can contest as Nisha, even with the treads up.
Yeah, and Gambit needs to do something about this, because Nisha, as we were saying, like, he's getting free experience, he's getting free farm, so who's the strongest who can battle him? As you said, Lone Druid is the man, and maybe you can add some pressure to the tier 1 tower. Immersion will keep doing his stuff. He'll continue to rotate as this ES, continue to buy more space with the Storm Spirit, who we haven't really, like, what's happened in mid has happened, but we haven't seen these big rotations out from the mid laner, and they may not need it. Nisha getting entangled up, they'll Savage drawn back. Just adding that pressure and helping FNG fight.
You want to keep up this aggression. There's no counter to a BKB
nice
black hole on the side of Gambit.
Up on top, double Iron Shells are going to really burn Zai down. He's got no way to kite him out. A great kill and no TP support that can help at least. In fact, FNG's going to go for the stun. Double damage Storm Spirit's going to arrive, and Puppey not ready for this level of damage. And Gambit, this is what I was hoping for, Kyle. It's an up-tempo game.
Yeah, all day. They are not letting up, and all of their core is willing to move lanes. Very important. Top lane, though.
He's got Mana Void. Yeah, it won't be enough, though. That's 300 the separation, and he just makes a copy.
Well done. Yeah, and so you can see early on in this game, there's a lot of tools to annoy Nisha. You run the bear at him, you make an illusion of him. It's when he gets that second, that third item, when it gets scary for Gambit. Also, no BKB interrupt for the black hole in this game.
Yeah.
Very difficult for a lone druid to play Dota into it. Obviously, yeah, if he's channeling, like, you can potentially root him through it, but that's just not realistic.
Yeah, the chance of the bear being on the other side, unless you're going to get a blink dagger over on Spirit Bear, that ain't happening.
You want to hit a Radiance timing, that is what's queued up. Yeah, for the Hawk. Get that item online and start taking towers. Mid one struggling, still below immersion in net worth. But we've seen him recover from this sort of position before. Yeah, it's just about the towers. You can't do that nearly as easily if Gambit utilized this lone druid to keep slaying these tier 1s. That's exactly what they're looking to do. This is what I was hoping for last game. They had done 0 tower damage at this point. This time, because the lanes are going better, they're willing to rotate. Both cores just beating on this tier 1. It looks like it might fall.
Yeah, it really is the power of this lone druid. His presence, he's waiting for the Savage Roar to ensure they get the last hit, and they're going to say, need the money, and Dahak is able to claim it.
Yep.
Mid one is losing map control. If they do want to fight, Immersion's ready for a rolling boulder in. He's been waiting up on this hillside forever, but he was underneath the Radiant Observable, or at least close by.
They're moving up towards top. Puppey in some trouble. And we've seen this story before thus far.
Yeah, but Animage can just go to the trees and get the hell out of here, and he kind of needs to. But maybe they didn't expect the heart. Man, FNG's going to get the follow-up stun. Nisha now able to jump himself away. Immersion, rolling boulders in. Puppey is the one who's isolated. No shield available and couldn't get the missed call in time.
Puppey thus far, just pretty much the sacrificial lamb, represents 7 of Secret's 10 deaths. A couple of those were denies, sure, but man, he's setting records.
That's like watching a techie's death stat. It's not as great. Nisha jumping forward, the double stun. Storm Spirit's going to initiate. Is he going to jump out in time? Interrupted, Mana Void attempted. Afro has to back off. He cannot get hit by this, so he cannot join and stay in this fight. The danger of Storm Spirit burning that mana for the kill underneath an Animage. It is a level 1 Mana Void, but he had 0 mana.
Yep, and the thing is, though, they don't have the luxury like they did the previous game where mid one is on this Dusa just farming hard throughout the jungle. He's still recovering. No one really accelerating as fast as any of these Gambit cores, with the exception of course, Nisha's Animage. But if you look at the net worth, it still feels like, you know, YapzOr's in his second position on net worth. He's feeling just fine with this game. Yeah. Bottom, Nisha's actually going to get all his mana burned off, and now he's in a lot of trouble, actually.
Oh, boy. He'll be forced back out of the lane. And Gambit is still watching the mid lane, however. Immersion's waiting for initiation. He's hit 6 already, so he's ready just to let that ultimate ring. But the mid-tier 1 tower will still go down. YapzOr's conversions do the job, while Lone Druid was beating a little bit into the tier 1 tower on top. But Nisha's really having to do it hard. That Darkseer illusion is such a pain.
Yep. He wants that battle free up faster. Nice deny.
Even denying creeps in the lane. Sure, with Nisha himself, he's so low.
Forced to Shrine. This is the second consecutive Shrine in less than a minute and a half. Finally, the wall illusion will go down, but I respect what Afterlife's doing here. Wall not very effective as an ability at this stage of the game, so just use it as a harassment tool. Slow down Nisha. Mess with his game as much as possible to ensure that your team has as much time to close this out before he comes online.
Do they have enough damage? Support's coming in from the Storm Spirit, and there's a Finger of Death of FNG waiting in the tree lines. They want to pop Nisha. The spell block? No, they turn their attention over towards Abaddon, and there goes Nisha. Brought down. Puppey will join him as well in the grave. Couldn't get the missed call off in time, so no denial, and by the time mid one rotated in with the TP, the killing was already done. Great control from Afro and great double targets from Gambit.
Yep, and you can see they are killing this game. This is the Gambit we've come to expect. This is where what was missing in game 1, this desire, this thirst for blood around the map, and it helps a lot when your lanes go well. Arguably, they won all 3.
Immersion trying to deny mid one the room. Support's coming over as well. If you can keep him stunned to silence, able to do so. Afro is going to grab the room, bottle it up, and then potentially join this fight. Mid one, the Magnetize turns on. Immersion really wants to keep going with this. Puts a rock down, but doesn't kick it a pull.
That's the benefit. Even though Puppey's been feeding a bit in this game, that shield is a strong dispel. Everything on Gambit will be cleansed off. if Puppey is properly positioned. Makes it difficult for them to deal damage once you get later into the game.
FNG's gonna find him. The stun is out. No Finger of Death available, but it may not matter if they have that illusion once again, burning up the man. Nisha can't walk away. The Iron Shell's burning him down. Now they turn their attention over towards side, but a black hole! YapzOr will hold him in place. They've already killed the Lion, but have they got enough for the Darks here? The Malvos makes it difficult. He's trying to play back in his walls. Eye still burning down to the Anti-Mage. Nisha is currently killing his team unwillingly as mid one rotates over. Has to play around the wall. Another side of Fierce off cooldown in 1 second time. Spirit commits down. A Darkseer turns around, but here comes Immersion. It felt like a trap. It is a trap. Storm Spirit, hold him in position. Kill off the mid laner. The mid one. Defensive Spirit jumps up, but Storm Spirit jumps with him. You can't run from the lightning. 14-4. Gambit move ahead. And they keep the pressure on. Top 3 net worths now belong to Gambit.
And not just that. All 3 cores on the side of Gambit are out CSing Nisha. He's felt so much pressure throughout this game, even with the free start. Gambit did a great job. They played passively for the first 6 minutes, sure, but they got so many kills on Puppey, and they turned that advantage into core kills and rotations, and now they're the ones in control of the tempo. If you're Secret, you're not really able to teamfight this for some time. They've got to continue to play more defensively around the map. But unlike the first game, they don't have that macro advantage. You don't have a Sven and a Medusa just racing through the jungle. You're waiting for this Anti-Mage to get his Battle Fury online. And once again, it's this wall. The Ion Shell on the friendly Anti-Mage even surges it forwards. That mech, you can see Nisha actually trusted YapzOr to save him there. Unfortunately, the mech was like a quarter second late. Otherwise, they probably turn this around and end up with both kills.
But it's amazing how illusions burn mana, right? It's just so difficult, and it's such a value level 1 wall.
The bottom again.
Yep, they're not giving up. Mid one's gonna go down. Storm Spirit, well, he's gonna arrive just to say hi.
So smooth thus far from Gambit. You can see they've just played so much better when they've got the heroes to find kills around the map. When they're the ones that get to play with pace. They're taking a tier 2.
Are they gonna go
15 minutes? I think you can. You can at least force Secret back to base. You know there's no Enigma ult for some time. YapzOr already setting up 2 points in the Midnight Pulse, just trying to ensure he has as much area damage as possible.
It is crazy just how different game 2 is from game 1. We saw Secret have a bit of a rough bump before, but this is Gambit just playing their perfect type of Dota. But they need to keep the pressure on. So do we look towards Roshan? Do we look towards high ground? And is that the order you go in?
It's throttling Secret around the map. That's the key here for Gambit. They're going to have the Radiance up quite soon onto Hawk. He's got enough for the Relic, just needs the Radiance. You want to play around him, let him shove lanes, kill towers, accelerate, while the rest of Gambit's heroes, notably the 2 supports, just continuously crisscross the map, try and find these elusive Secret cores, keep them down. Let Alpha Ninja zip from afar, find kills. He's going for the Orchid build, just more kill potential. That's the name of the game. You know Secret is going to try and spread you out around the map.
Yep.
Ensure that your duos will always be able to find kills.
Especially now that Nisha has Battle Fury, is up to Team Secret to create more space and do exactly that. Split them across the map, keep them away from Nisha. The primary goal. Unfortunately for Nisha, they're right on top of him. Here comes your silence, the follow-up, the wall is there. It's going to burn off some of the mana, but they have to turn their attention towards Zai because FNG's in trouble. They'll pull back. He's still got Finger of Death. He can commit towards Zai, able to do so. The quick follow-up kill number Puppey. He arrives in time for the shields. YapzOr, what have you got? You got a black hole, but ES is already dead and your ears are ringing. The bottom lane is where the push is coming in. Fortification kicks in. Mid one thinks about pushing forward, but he's got no searing chains, no control.
I like
so they have to back up.
Well played by Dahak, though. You don't necessarily want to get involved in these team fights. Secret still is scary. They got a lot of AoE damage. You're more useful around the map. Secret have to be wary of this Lone Druid, even pre-Radiance, because he just threatens the base, especially with this Mask of Madness built on the Bear. Secret, they're going to have the Black Hole up. They've got Greaves already on YapzOr and an Invis Rune active on mid one. They'd love to find another fight.
Wondering where they can get it, though. The Hawk is still not giving up on this push. The Bear, well, he's got them. Well, he's going back, pulling the Bear in. Almost the money for Radiance.
Secret, still just trying to maintain a foothold in this game. If you look at the gold, as Gambit don't find kills, Secret slowly claw their way back into this match. Never out of it, just because of the team fight strength, not just of their lineup, but of course of the individual players.
Yeah. And that spike has to also happen just around that time that Nisha completed his Battle Fury. The fact they got the kill up on top, and that creates space.
It's that concept of like, how spending your gold on certain heroes increases your farming pattern or your farming speed in different ways. Pre-Battle Fury, you're losing as Secret as the minutes tick by. Once that's picked up, you can match the farming pace of Gambit.
Sounds on Enigma. I don't think ES gets away from this one. They won't commit anything heavy for it. YapzOr is the man to take the kill. He's already completed an entire Greaves. As Team Secret, they move very quickly towards Roshan.
They can look to do it as well, or at least think about it.
The Radiance just got completed on the bear, though, so this will be a difficult fight to take. And you're doing this against a Storm and a Darkseer in a confined area, so they're trying to force a fight. Spirit jumps up, he's going to get double zero chains. The double back. That's huge. He actually spell blocked it back again. The wall will be created, but the damage is already there. Immersion, he fought back, he joined the fight, but now it's 5-on-1. The walls won't help you. A triple kill for Nisha, and man, that escalated quickly. It was a Gambit game, but
it's all about the vision, Toby. Puppey placed that ward so long ago. It sees both heroes isolated on the hill. Immediately mid one goes forward, and that's the danger of playing Lion into Animate, my man. He reflects the stun back. They don't take the disable. Oh God, not like this.
The Bear's trying to get information. The Storm Spirit's hanging around, but he's on top of another Radiant Observer ward. The Savage Roar pulls them up, but straight towards Afo. It's delaying the Roshan so Secret can't go for it, but it still feels like Secret only went for it to bring Gambit into a fight.
Yeah. That was such a... Oh, they're going to be kicking themselves at the end of losing this game. They had the Radiance, but he just wasn't in position. You want... if they go for the Lone Druid there, you're happy. The only hero that cannot be targeted is really your Lion and your Darkseer together. It's just...
They de-warded out. They worked out what the hell was going on. Team Secret saw us. This had to go.
God, you just got to feel for them. Gambit, like, they played so well throughout the early game. One mistake, and suddenly it's an even match.
Yep, that swing kicks all the way up, and now Darkseer surging away. The Malvasun's already worn off, and for the first time in this game, Team Secret have the advantage in experience. The gold is heading there as well.
Isn't it crazy? Mid one is in 7th place in the net worth, and it still feels like Secret are in a commanding position. How many teams have a mid player that could be like that, and you'd still feel that confident? And you can see FNG, he just tries to go for the ground stun. It doesn't matter. You're still going to get that reflected. An easy double kill, triple kill for Nisha, and a buyback from Immersion, who was having such a great game. Now all of a sudden finds himself.
And we come live to watch Lone Druid being dove into the tier 2 tower. There's a full smoke up. The Savage Roar create a little bit of space, but nowhere near enough. And there's just no answer. They're trying to go for the bounty runes. And while YapzOr's conversions are around, Puppey's rotated over as well, but Immersion's kind of caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Another rolling boulder down and begins his TP. So he'll be fine. Definitely... the boat is starting to rock for Gambit, but they still had the pressure they applied on bottom lane. They still have these early items. So yes, Team Secret, once again, they try and look towards Roshan, especially as Lone Druid is down.
That's the key hero. It's insane. Secret, they can't fight into the Lone Druid, so they find 3 kills.
They smoked under Hawk. And once again, Team Secret back out. Roshan's at 1/3, but they want the fight.
Yep.
It's good information from Gambit. They were able to plant down their own observer ward, but under the cover of the smoke, they popped.
And I respect, again, YapzOr, the item choice. He has the Greaves, now just rushing the BKB, recognizes there's nothing to pierce that immunity to actually cancel the black hole. Once that's complete, I don't actually know how Gambit looked to teamfight Secret unless they're able to take him down first, and he's always got a Puppey Abaddon behind him to allow for the cleanse right into the BKB pop. You're going to need a vision advantage. We saw EG capitalize on that the entire previous series. Secret has made the best of it twice now with the smoke moves, the bear, the aggressive vision they've placed in the enemy jungle. Gambit needs some sort of movement around vision.
Spirit jumping forward, but he gets the other 2. He found Earth Spirit. He found the line. The double stun will be up there from FNG, combining with the wall, and he gets a copy of YapzOr, making it difficult for him to move forward and get this big black hole off. But with the Searing Chains, Animation pulling forward. Here comes Storm Spirit into the backline. They want Enigma dead. He's jumping out. Doesn't want to get hit by the black hole, and he won't do. Darkseer, he'll go down. Immersion will join him too. Rolling boulder working down the hill. Already the blink forward. Nisha is there. Immersion will die. 3 down for Gambit, and they were not there for the fight.
They just
not as 5.
Secret, they just have Gambit's number, man. They read the movement. They continuously go into Roche, bait Gambit to go as 5. Then they're looking for a fight. You can't fight into Secret's lineup. They've got excellent catch, tons of reach, and yes, Storm's in support, but where's the damage? He didn't even go for the Orchid build. He's going Bloodstone. Yeah, sure, these 3 cores of Gambit are all top 4 net worth, but the damage just isn't there, especially if the Hawk isn't in the fight. That's the 2nd consecutive time he hasn't been there. He's got Radiance. You've got to be active. You need to be playing around the Lone Druid, not trying to make moves in front of him. It's just not how the draft is designed to function. And now the Aegis is secured. Nisha takes sole possession of first place in the net worth.
And they even give, like, it's crazy. When any mage has that Aegis the Immortal, Nisha he's solid. Like, even if he dies, you know he's got so many different ways to get out. With Mana Style, Gambit can't lock him down anymore. And he continues the pressure on top lane towards the tier 2 tower. And, like, what do you do as Gambit? The team fight's not working your way. Black Hole's not even having to be committed at this point. So pushing high ground is a no-go.
Yep, I just feel...
Where's the answer?
They had the wrong read on this game, Tobes. I would have much preferred like a rush BKB on the Storm after the Kaya. Group up around the Radiance, look to go end the game on the Darkseer's Pipe Greaves. It's just not doing. Look at mid one going for the Hags build immediately after the Maelstrom. Don't blame him.
Yep.
It's all about the mobility here. You already can see the strength of these secret cores with the shield. Gambit, yeah, sure, you can try and get the stun train going, but it's so easy for either the Ember or the AM to immediately get out of a fight with just that quarter of a second of space that Puppey will buy them with the shield.
You're also starting to see, too, that Gambit's running out of money. Their supports can't buy Sentry Wards to get rid of the aggressive Observer Wards. Like, the last one, I think, actually just got planted down then to get rid of one deep ward, but the other one still remains. Because their supports, yeah, they're trying. Lion is most definitely trying. But Earthspirit needs to finish the Spirit Vessel, and Earthspirit needs to not die like the Storm Spirit does. Very quickly initiated on, then the root on the Lion. Nisha jumps forward, and once again, they're stunned. They can't do anything because Nisha position's above, mid one's below.
Wasn't it 15-6?
It was something like that, or 14-4, or it was something pretty damn high. And now as Team Secret, 24 minutes in, they will enter the base of Gambit and keep this pressure going. Back wall creates 3. The kick is good. Midnight Pulse creates a little bit more trouble for the bear to fight inside of it, but do they have more? Copies get created and Team Secret look like they'll be repelled for the moment. But without Storm Spirit, without Lion, there's no aggression from the Gambit lineup, and Secret know it.
More importantly, like Secret, it's the 3rd or 4th time. It's just this read on the game. They recognize, look, we're strong enough to force Gambit back into the base. Once they do that, they back away, they collect their items, and now they're going to regroup and try and catch Gambit unaware.
They know there's no Darkseer wall. The one they find is Darkseer. Got him right on top of his own shrine. Immersion will rolling boulder away. Courier run too. No one is safe in Gambit. Oh, you poor little guy. He had the Spirit Vessel. They can't even get this.
It's a rinse repeat of what they did around the Roach Pit, Toby. They're just toying with them. Gambit, it looked so good for them at the start. Now the victim of 10 unanswered kills. What was a 6K gold lead is now 7K in favor of Secret. And you can just feel the energy drain out of the squad.
Yep. Maybe they can try and throw a ball around the crowd just to get themselves up a little bit of energy. But right now, it's rough. It's rough to say the least. This feels very much like the Katowice Grand Finals. It's just everything coming up Secret. Now the Raw, they're just going for the bear. Whatever target will present itself, Secret will go for it. They can't even pull this bear back. It's got no mana for a Savage Raw to create space, so they have to instantly resummon.
And they back. It's just great. No team has better macro than Team Secret. Every little thing they can do to gain advantage, from the Couriers in the first game to the bear right now, they will take everything you give them, turn it into an advantage, reset, regroup, wait until that perfect power spike and go make something happen.
I still cannot believe that this entire game changed on one ward. One ward really changed this entire thing. If Secret didn't have that ward there, they would never start a Roshan. Gambit would never have come in, and judging from an armchair, it feels rough, but Gambit, they were in such great control. Now in towards the mid lane. Nisha being pushed back out, rolling boulder out, Immersion goes away.
Have another bear, you gotta be careful here. The Hawk recognizes this. He's got a Deso up on the bear. As much building damage as possible. They accidentally double smoke on Secret and just beeline towards mid. Mid one was able to kill tier 2 while this all went down. He'll have an axe on the Courier in a second.
Their Observer Ward sees so much. Beastmaster, no Roar available. But here comes the anti-mage. He'll blink in instantly on to Dahak. The Savage Rock pulls him back. It's a great wall and a great stun. Now the damage is finally coming in towards Puppey. Remember, he's got borrow time, so he'll break free. Nisha still sending the front lines. Nisha wants to actually get involved once again, but it's mid one in the back lines. Gets the double Syrian chains. He can't just get one. He's always got to get 2. And both of them are down without buyback for Gambit. They turn their attention to the tier 3 and they just call it. GG is done. 27 minutes in. Gambit, they had such an amazing run through the lower bracket. They 2-1 Liquid. They 2-0'd VG to the point of rage. But right now, Team Secret, they are the owners of this lower bracket when they 2-0 out Gambit.
They looked rusty in the group stage. They had taken a break, but they're certainly back on form. You know, credit to Gambit. They took out Liquid. They took out Vici. They have nothing to be ashamed of. This is the best Dota team in the world. Learn from it. They certainly look like a better team than they have in the past. The Secret has their number. You got time. TI's upcoming. More events on the horizon. Just keep your heads up. They played great. It just happens.
Man, at this point, I can't even wait for the last final day. EG's in the grand finals. LGD versus Secret is the lower bracket final. At this point, I'm almost begging the Team Secret, who look so well in form, battle against Evil Geniuses, who also look in perfect condition. They school